Welcome to the wall. Modern women today are in a stage of rebellion. That's why they wear things like cow rings in their noses. They think it shows defiance against the system, but all it really does is drive men away. Men who immediately recognize them as radical feminists and communists. As we'll see in this video, help us reach 170,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. We always highlight the best ones. And a huge thanks to the fans who watch our daily videos. Let's get started.
All leftists look the same. Yeah, babe, it's because we want you to know, okay? I put the septum ring on and I said, everybody is going to be able to identify me as a leftist. Yeah, and newsflash, baby, we know a Republican when we see one too. Unfortunately, it's not a piece of jewelry. It's absolutely zero effort into your physical appearance whatsoever. That's how I know. Find me a fun, stylish, personalized Republican, please.
Ooh, this is the first time I've heard this one. What's the nose ring theory? Is it that we can take 3 times as much pain as you and then get up and do our full-time job? Makes sense.
You guys were not fucking lying when you said septum stink. Bruh. It fucking smells so bad. I hope no one else can smell this. Wow, that was a loud shock. Because it literally smells fucking rank.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Whoever sold this trend to women should be in jail. Honestly, this is the ugliest thing a woman can wear on her face. They look like cows. Just look at the girl at the beginning. It's honestly scary. And the funny thing is, they admit it themselves. They get the piercings so everyone knows they're leftist, free, or rebellious. But all they're really projecting is a mix of frustration, lack of identity, and a desperate need for attention. The more they try to be different, the more alike they become. Same clothes, same talking points, same constant victim mindset. The irony is, they mock men for not taking care of their appearance, while they themselves deliberately choose to look sloppy.
I think it's so fucking embarrassing when another woman hates on another woman and says septum ring theory. First of all, you didn't even say it right, girl. Like, the incel is not going to pick you, baby girl. He hates you too. Yup, he hates you too. Like, you're just such an embarrassment.
Explain to me the nose ring thing that girls do. The one that goes like right here or sometimes has those little like things on the end of it. I've never seen a woman where that's made them more attractive. And if that's not the goal, that's okay. But what is the signal that that thing is supposed to send? Does that mean you're a lesbian? Does it mean you're trans? Does it mean you just like having something in your nose? It's just one of those ones where it's unclear like what the statement is. And I've never understood it. I would never date a girl who's got that thing in there. And yeah, it's fine if those girls don't want to date me. I'm just curious what the goal is. What's with the nose ring that goes right here? What does that mean? I don't get it.
What that girl doesn't understand is that if the men she calls incels find it easier to choose another girl over her, it's because when a woman is already a bit odd and on top of that wears that cow ring, then she crosses over into being downright bizarre. Just look at all the women shown here. What do they have in common? They're all feminists. They all have colored hair or unfeminine haircuts. They're all radical leftists. In short, they're a mess. That's what she's trying to sell. This guy is right. No man who's got his life together or who wants to build a family is going to go after that kind of woman. Just look at the girl in the next video. She's wondering why men aren't chasing her.
I was talking to my mother about how men don't like me, and her reasoning is that I'm intimidating. And I don't understand how I'm intimidating. I think she's just not telling me that I'm ugly because she's my mother. There's not one little bit of plastic in this face, in this body, okay? And I go to Trader Joe's. I know what the pretty people look like. I don't look like... And she's gonna comment on this, going, no, you're so pretty. Like, she's not the only bitch that gives me compliments.
Okay, I posted a video about men not liking me. And the comment section is just absolutely frying me at the moment. But the amount of people that brought up my nose ring is wild. And then someone said I look like a Democrat because of the nose ring. So I'm taking it out. I just want to see, because I don't take this thing out. I just want to see. Oh my god, my light is so bright. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to put this back in. And oh my god, Oh, I got it. Oh, fuck, I like it. God. Sorry. Bad reaction. Bad reaction. I like the no nose ring. Oh my god, I never thought I'd say that. I can itch my nose. I still have that though. Ha!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Finally, a woman who's letting herself be guided down the right path. She's starting to get it. Women have no idea how unattractive this actually is. Most of the women you see who are single or constantly complaining follow a pattern. They either have high masculine energy or they look awful with that cow ring. And it's not like she's ugly. She's got a good-looking face. But with that street-style aesthetic and that woke TikToker vibe, she was scaring off high-quality men without even realizing it. But clearly, as her mom told her, guys aren't going to approach you if you're not radiating femininity. But she's learning. Just look at how her whole face changed after taking it off.
You know what's funny to me? Getting septum ring theory commented on one of my videos, and then the same person sliding into my DMs. Make it make sense.
There always has to be some dude in my comments going, septum ring theory. Let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I don't care who you are. If you put any time or energy into judging other people's body modifications and art, let alone taking the time out of your day to tell them you don't like what they've done with their own body, you're probably not a very pleasant person. Now, I've gotten plenty of hate comments for this piercing here, but I was confused as to what the septum ring theory is. What is the theory that is being built? And the only definition I could find was women with septum rings make their trauma their whole personality. Now, if I was an incel, I would probably fall victim to this logic as well. Girl with piercing always talking about trauma and mental illness. But now I do think alternative people, or people who are actively in rejection of society's expectation of what they are supposed to look like, especially when it comes to women reclaiming our own bodies and modifying them how we want, yeah, there is a little bit more mental health awareness that comes with that. And some people do make their trauma their whole personality. But there's a difference between that and being open and aware. Now, most of the people who are going to make this baseless, senseless comment are not trying to actually get into the intricacies of mental health and self-expression, so I will leave you with this. One of my favorite perks of this piercing right here is that it deters judgmental people, like the ones who leave those comments. Your value decreases when you get that piercing. You saying that to me signifies that I am not in the right place and I must escape immediately and get away from anyone like you, bro. And also, it's just really cute. I like it. And this way, some other baddies with septum piercings can find me. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
It's not that men are incels. It's that there are limits. No normal guy wants to wake up every day next to someone who looks like she just came back from a goth concert, trauma included. That nose ring isn't a fashion statement. It's a warning sign. Caution, chaos ahead. Listen to something she says. Alternative people. This is the crowd that comes up with the most ridiculous labels just to justify being spoiled, fatherless rebels who want to go against everything in society. They reject anything that even hints at order, family, or structure, and then wonder why no one takes them seriously. They talk about freedom, but live as slaves to their own ego. And when a man says he's not into that, they call him sexist or insecure. No, it's just that we've seen it before. We know how to read the signs, and that ring is one of the clearest: radical feminism, chaotic mindset, and zero peace. Better to recognize the red flag from a distance than invite disaster into your life.
Women.
I got a couple comments like this recently, and so I'm just gonna address all of them in one. And I could say something snarky, but I'm not going to. I have this because I like it. I find it attractive on both myself and on other people. And last I checked, I think my opinion and my view of myself is what is more important than that of strangers, friends, family, anybody else. Actually, literally anybody else. My view of myself trumps it all. So that is why I have and will be keeping my septum piercing.
Women with septum piercings are the most evil women known to man. I was today years old when I found out about the septum piercing theory. Now, I don't know everything about this said theory, but I did hear about a little bit. Apparently, any woman that has a septum piercing is susceptible to mind control like crazy, which results her into doing very, very, very evil things. Now, do I believe this? Hell yeah, I believe this. Every woman that I've messed with that had a septum piercings were low-key spawns of the devil, but we're not going to get into that. The thing about women with septum piercings, they're either always 100% chopped or they're the most beautiful creatures on earth. There is no in-between. All right, you're going to have to choose, but you're going to have to choose one or the other. I'm not going to lie, if she got a septum piercing, you're going to be crying yourself to bed. Like, it'll get to the point where you're sleeping throughout the day just so you can wait until you get like a text back or something. Bro, I haven't done that in years. I probably won't. That's why I don't mess with women with septum piercings anymore. I care about my mental health. And I get what you can say. Bro, 9. Like, if you really care about your mental health, surely a woman with the septum piercing won't be the one that messes you up. Surely that won't be the one that pushes you towards the edge. I'm strong, right? But I ain't that strong. Okay? I'm just like y'all. You know what I mean? I can only do so much. I'm only a man at the end of the day. Let me double check this septum piercing theory on Urban Dictionary just so I can be sure. I couldn't find anything on Urban Dictionary, so we're just going to keep whatever I said at first, right? Is that cool? Okay, sounds great.
Stop it. Get some help.
I've made several videos about this woman. She's always complaining. Can't get dates, can't find the right guy, wants a sweet man, no one sticks around. She's already 33 or older and still stuck in the same narrative. Whenever she hears solid advice, something meant for her own good, she pushes back. And that cow ring is clearly driving men away from her. And like the guy in the video says, there's something almost demonic about a lot of these girls with piercings. Not because the metal has power, but because it perfectly reflects who they are, rebels without a cause, emotionally unstable, and full of resentment disguised as self-love. Then they play the victim, saying, I do it because I like it. But the truth is, that piercing has become a symbol of emotional chaos. When a woman's face stops radiating peace and starts screaming warning, a smart man walks away.
It's 6 in the morning. I just opened my phone to every single one of you telling me how much better it is without the piercing. And that was not what I was expecting today. And it's still going. Y'all are still blowing up my phone. Glad you like it. Maybe I need to rant more on the internet. Please tell me if I should, because I would love to. I would. I hate everything.
If you're a septum ring haver and someone compares your septum ring to a bull ring, here's how to make them so uncomfortable they will never make that comparison ever again. About 7 years ago on Reddit, a Redditor made tacos from his own foot. It really gives a new meaning to putting your own foot in your mouth. He got in a motorcycle accident and shattered the bones in his foot, and it needed to be amputated. So after the amputation, he requested to keep the foot, and the surgeon gave it to him for some reason. And then he went home, and he decided to make foot tacos. He invited his friends over to partake in this meal, like the Last Supper or something. Anyways, he fried up the meat and told us all what he tasted like, which he said was a lot like beef. Surprising to me because I always heard that we taste more like pork, but he said it was all like beef or buffalo, very fatty, but very beefy. So next time someone tells you you look like an animal that they would eat, tell them the story, and they will never say it again. I guarantee it.
This woman finally understood what so many others refuse to accept. Feminine beauty isn't found in weird accessories, but in naturalness. Ever since she took out the nose ring, her whole face changed. She no longer looks like a rebellious cartoon. She looks softer, more real. Sure, maybe she's still carrying some emotional baggage, but you can tell she wants to heal. Unlike the other girl, who's clearly deeply traumatized. Her story only makes it more obvious why men stay away from her, and why people say she looks like a pig. Brothers, I'll say it again. The wall will keep collecting these women, and you'll keep seeing more and more of them regretting ever putting on that cow ring. But look on the bright side. Now we can spot the feminists faster. Before, it was the colored hair. Now, it's the nose. The wall doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why do you think modern women love wearing that cow ring? And when you see a woman wearing one, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.